Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. I apologize. It was a mix up on StreamYard. They said I canceled this, but I actually hadn't. So I had to cancel it and reschedule it. So I'll wait here until everybody catches up. Again, I apologize. The title or the topic today is what should your first priority be when moving to the Philippines? Of course, we're going to talk about a lot of other things. The peso is 55.91. And thank y'all for joining. And no, it was a mix up. It was a mix up, guys. They said that I had canceled the live stream, but I hadn't. So I want to send a shout out to the NTZ crew. They'll be on here soon. Jeffrey Tatter and Michael Beecher Life, thank y'all so much for what you do. All the old heads at W Secrets of Success, he said, what's happening, Cal? It's all under control, brother. Don't panic on me. What's up, Robert Morris? Thank y'all for all your support. Cisco International. There's Jacob Tanjay. Jabraz, what's going on? Any new viewers and subscribers joining us today for the first time? Welcome. Anybody catching it on replay? I want to show y'all something. This is from one of my subscribers from California, man. He made this especially for me. He sent me two of these. This is a real extra large shirt from the United States. He's from California. His name is Paul. That's all I'll say to keep his identity. Man, and you got good tight neck. It's a real shirt, man. I'm going to see if he can hook it up where y'all can purchase them if you want. Yeah, it does show the 16th, but the 16th is today over here. He said the live stream shows 16. Yeah, it is the 16 here. W Secrets of Success. Okay, I don't know why, but I've got another one scheduled for tomorrow for my members, W Secrets of Success. Maybe that's what you're talking about. I've got a members only. But today's topic is what should your first priority be when moving to the Philippines? Because we're all mixed up about this, guys. Let's keep it simple. If you really want to be successful over here, like me and thousands of others have, you got to have some priorities. You got to be organized, man. You can't be over here flying by the seat of your pants. We're going to talk about that today. I changed my tan because I don't have any winter clothes, Stephen. He says, Calvin, when are you flying back to the U.S.? Yeah, nothing like a good fitting shirt, man, because an extra large over here is really like a tiny small over in America. I can't even get it over my arm here. I probably couldn't get it over my big head. Hey, King Arthur, but this is a real extra large, man. For anybody who hasn't saw this yet, this guy did an excellent job. He did this himself, by the way, cotton, 100% cotton. I'm going to iron it and wear it today with pride. Thank you, Paul. Hey, Dion. Again, the peso is 55.91. We're in great shape, guys. I did want to start out by talking about the one killed in the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl parade. We can't even have a good time in America without somebody getting killed. See, this is what I was talking about on my last live stream, about everything that goes on over here, all the struggle, all the heartache, the national tragedies over here. And I'll be damned if we can't even celebrate in peace. You know, but y'all think I'll be yapping on here, man. Y'all crazy over there. That foolishness, man. This woman and got killed, a DJ out there probably, you know, streaming the damn celebration and she gets killed. young woman, beautiful woman, man. But they always want to ask me why I moved out of the United States. Oh, you're trashing the United States. No, I'm just stating facts about what's going on over there. And then I see where, see, y'all think I just be talking on here. I know what I'm talking about. When I said black men, we need to do better. Now you see Shannon Sharpe and Mike Epps. Now, even though they've made up, guys, you know, they talking about violence, man, over some bullshit, man. Here this guy is a comedian. That's what he does for a living, Shannon Sharpe. And then why would you want to pick him out? All the people that talked about you specifically and disrespected you, Skip Bayless being number one, you didn't try to threaten him. Hey, Lightfoot, thanks for that super sticker. But you want to threaten a brother whose job it is to make jokes and make fun of people like you. By the way, thank you again, brother. I appreciate that. But yeah, man, we need to do better, guys, because we're not afraid of each other. Okay, we know our boundaries. It's the same thing that goes on overseas. But that just, you know, that's just this one killed in Kansas City. I'm like, man, you guys are crazy over there. You can't even celebrate without getting killed. What can you do over there without getting shot? Because that's the solution to all the problems, good, bad, and different. Pull out a gun and start shooting. Now, what would make him do that in a celebration? Talk to me, man. Y'all over there, y'all sports fanatics. That's why I don't deal with sports over there, because y'all fanatics. You'll kill somebody over a damn celebration. Jay Flo said, Cal, you know any realtors in Manila to rent apartments? I feel like the realtors give me the gringo price. Yeah, I wouldn't deal with realtors. I don't know why you're dealing with realtors anyway. I would deal with the locals when it comes to renting. But this is what we're going to talk about today. But, you know, let me say this about my video that I uploaded this morning about, as an expat community, we collectively spend millions of dollars in the Philippines, but we don't have anything to show for it. And I was just thinking out loud, I'm saying, man, why don't we, you know, come together and create some type of expat resource center? It could be real simple if we put our minds together. Y'all don't understand, we underestimate ourselves. Some of the people who come over here are very well established. They could put it together. It doesn't have to be me. We could write a business plan about it, even though it's not a business. But you know, you're going to need that. The budget, it could be real simple, just like a little storefront where people could come in the morning for coffee and donuts. Hey, like Jay said, hey man, where can I rent an apartment around here? And you get that kind of information. Because most of the information that we receive, you know, it comes from the bar or the restaurant or YouTube. And there's a lot of other nice groups that are here, but they don't serve the whole expat community like we need it. It's needed here, guys. People come over and get in trouble, and you go knocking on the embassy door, man, they give you a number and say, hey, stand in line. We need more than that. And, you know, they get their information from YouTube. We're all over the place. It would be nice to come to one place and get a uniform answer about some stuff. And because labor over here is so inexpensive, we could have somebody from immigration in there paying them a salary every month to answer all those questions about immigration or anything like that. But I got pushback from that. I'm like, you guys are crazy, man. I mean, oh, you're welcome. Farblazer 99 said, hey, Cal, it happened in Toronto too when the Toronto Raptors won the basketball championship. I mean, we can't even celebrate in peace. It's pitiful, man, because I'm going to tell you something. And I'm glad that I brought that up, because a woman that I dated back in the 90s, I mean, over, let's see, her son just was murdered in my hometown, Louisville, Kentucky, 37 years old. Now, I remember this little boy We dated when he was like 4 or 5, man. Wasn't much older than Booby. That's one of the nicest guys you ever want to meet. Now, why they killed him, I don't know. I don't have any details. I don't want any. But it really messed me up. I'm like, damn, man, what's going on over there? And I'm scheduled to go home, man. And when I talk about my fears of stepping foot on American soil, people look at me like I'm crazy, man. Y'all, everything is all about guns. That's how y'all settle your differences over there. Timothy Bright said, hey, I just got here. I seen your short video about a place for expats. It's a good idea. Do you have anything in mind? I don't. I just want some people who probably have better organization than me. I just put the idea out there. And maybe we could put our heads together and come up with something real simple. Maybe put one in, all of Expat Alley. Or just to begin with, maybe Cebu and Manila. And then, okay, just like people pay for memberships on YouTube and Patreon, different things like that, we could set up something like that to fund the damn thing. People could send in $3 or $4 a month. You get enough people, and there it is. It's not, all you got to do, once you get started, you're halfway done. But I just put the idea out there, man, and all people, the liability, this and that, right? Guys, I'm over here. We need this. Hey, Doyle and May. Good morning, Brother Cal and Sunshine Community. Hey, King Arthur. So, Cal, it's a great idea about the service to help the expats. It is. If anybody's been following me long enough, you know that I've always had my hand extended out there. My phone number's always been out there and my email. But what I've discovered is people are ashamed to receive help. So they go without it. Or they'll go to the embassy. When there's a whole expat community over here that can help them, but they know that they're going to be all over Facebook. They're going to be all over YouTube if they come forward. So they don't do it. We need to have a better attitude about that. It could happen to anybody. All right, it could happen to anybody. Tanner Zaldervoken, it says the hip hop gang lifestyle has replaced the what's he say? Wait. The bum boxing era where the business plan is over their head. He says, I had some Philippines said don't go to the Philippines, but didn't explain why. It's not. Well, you can't. Remember, you got to come over here for yourself. This is the whole point. I'm on YouTube to show people that it's possible, that it's safe. It's a good place to live. That's why I'm contemplating Holo Salud. You know what I'm saying? Because they said it's peaceful now. Even though I was just reading, I don't know if it's a universe, it probably is. Because I put it out there as it's safe. And I'll be down with the newspaper over here today. The army has captured a woman who's associated with ISIS. And they caught her in Holo Salud. So I don't know. But I'm looking into going there. Timothy Bright said, yeah, a place for men to play pool, a large big screen TV, food, maybe a place to cut hair. Yeah, all of that, man. We need it. We need that. If we fund it, the sky's the limit. We could put it all out there, man. We could have like our own okay. Remember how hard it is to find clothes? People could donate their clothes. If they're going back to the States, say, hey, man, here, here's some extra large shirts that I'm no longer going to need. Give these to the resource center. Casman Flowers said, Cal be showing out with those workout videos. I just got on. What's going on, y'all? We're going to talk about what should your first priority be when moving to the Philippines. Because we made it all about women, guys. They're not your number one priority. Far from it. And I'm going to prove it. I'm going to show you what your priority should be. Now, I'm not talking about when you're over here on vacation. I mean, everybody wants to have a playmate. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying when you're talking about coming over being boots on the ground every single day as an expat, what your priority should be. But we're just talking right now about this expat resource center, and people are always telling you what you can't do. Well, get out of the way and let us do it. That's all I'm saying. Don't stand in our way because you're afraid and you got doubts. I mean, you tell me that as accomplished as we are, that we couldn't come up with a couple of buildings, one in Manila and one in Cebu to begin with, where a guy, if he's over here, he's feeling lonely, he just wants to get out of the house. He's tired of, that hearing that damn, and I don't mean to say that in a bad word, but hearing all those languages that he can't understand, going around in his head like a bowl of spaghetti. Hey, Sam W. Thank you, brother. He said, gifted 5 Sunshine Shows membership. Wow. Man, you guys, man, are too much. Thank you so much. Yeah, enjoy. I'll hit the like button. And y'all think I'm playing, Sam W. I was telling Marilyn today that I'm going to tell these guys to hit the damn like and subscribe. I'm going to say it, and I said I'm going to tell them to say it like that because y'all don't get the information anywhere else that you get on my channel. Y'all taking me for granted. I showed Merlin today. We sat down. I said, they see the same videos I see. It's a bunch of bullshit out there. And y'all can't even hit the like button. It's free. The subscribe button is free if you want to continue to get the good information. Get off the sidelines. Get involved, man. Because I'm going to tell you, channels like mine are few and far between. And when they gone, okay? And all you going to be doing sitting up, is she date to marry? What Filipino women want? This is this morning. I'm, going through my feed. And I'm like, man, but guys won't even hit the like and subscribe. It'd be 250 people on here, and I may have 40 likes. I'm like, well, why are you watching? I do this. I don't care if it's a hater. If I watch a video for at least 3 minutes, I'm going to give them the like. Okay. And I may not even follow the people, but I'm going to give them a like. So, yeah, don't take me for granted. He says an expat community center sounds like a great idea, Cal. It will be. I know who you are. Casman Flower says, I thought foreigners can't own land or anything in the Philippines. Well, we don't have to own it. We could rent a place. We can rent. We don't have to own it. We're just talking about renting a place where a guy can get up and say, man, instead of going to the mall and spending money, he can go to the resource center. He may have some questions about immigration. He may need an apartment like Jay Flo was on here today. Or he may want to shoot some poop, get his hair cut. Hey, Cal, you got any more T-shirts over there? Okay. And again, I want to show y'all, this is a shirt from a subscriber, man. His name is Paul. He's from San Diego, California. He sent this to me, a real extra large shirt, man. Tight collar. Beautiful shirt, man. Thank you, Paul. Hey, Sigma Enigma, thanks for that super chaser. Calvin, you blaze trails. Amidst doubt and frailty, your brilliance outshines. Dreams thrive in your wake. Shine even brighter, brother. Thank you, man. But, man, I got the damnedest pushback on that video, man. Everybody, I'm like, okay, but get out of our way because we want to do it. My number's always been out there, but we've got people afraid to ask for help over here because we're going to ridicule them. Okay, we may even have a room in the back, man. Hey, here, stay a night there until your plane, till you catch your plane. It's endless where we could go with this. I mean, really, we could have, like the guy said about the exercising. He says, You know, we could have exercise classes going on there. He said, yeah, Corey Feldman. Yeah, that's the guy maybe that caused me so much problems. He was one of them, Corey Feldman and Charlie Chalmain. But remember, we're in the Philippines. They can't catch that, the meaning of those names. They're really thinking it's real people. And I'm like, ma'am, can't you tell that these are made up names? But they thought they were real people. HD Apex said, I'm a military vet, and we have places where we get together and discuss similar experiences. Something for expats should benefit. Yeah. And that's what I said today, HD Apex. If you're in the military, you got access to places like that. And then there's other groups, like there's a group here, it's called the Gentlemen's Club. They meet once a month, but we need something that's going to benefit the whole expat community on a daily basis. It's more than once a month. And I know it's plenty groups, small groups. There's one group in Cebu that meets the first Sunday of every month. But our need is greater than that, guys. It's something that if anybody's out there watching that has any type of organization skills, that you've done something like this before, been involved in something, or you just have ideas, reach out to me, man. I want to do it. It'd be like having a meet and greet every day. Hey, thank you. He said, thanks, OG. He said, a lot of creepers and lurkers. Hey, what's up? What time is it, Travels? He said, do they have something like that in Angeles? Well, probably for military. I think what did they call that up there? Not the VOA. What's that other one? But when I was up there, Frank, it was mostly where they were congregating was in bars and restaurants. We need something a little bit more intimate, a little bit more private than that. Okay, where we're in control. You know, we're not at the mercy of the owners and all that. That's all I'm saying. You can't go up in those places and start cutting hair or something like that. Throw down a mat and go to sleep. You can't do it. There's no free coffee and donuts and all that. Okay. We need, something that's going to benefit the whole community. If I'm in trouble, I want to know that there's someplace I can go instead of that embassy, man. Look, a guy says, oh, you can't criticize the embassy. I said, I'm not. I'm just giving facts. Go on the U.S. Embassy website. It's going to tell you itself. We can do very little for you if you get arrested, if you die over here, if you get sick over here. Okay, all they're going to do is point you in the right direction over the phone or online. Don't bother them, okay? I'm just being honest with you, man. I'm telling you, don't bother those people. Hey, Ellen, thank you. He says, Timothy Bright said, Booby said, don't break mommy's heart. You said, get out of here. He said, that was funny. Kids say the darndest things. A show that was in America. It's true, man. That's why I made a short out of it. It shocked me. Guys, Booby's only 3. I've raised 6 other children. Nobody, none of my kids, Booby can have a conversation with me. Okay, and I hear her having a conversation with her grandmother all the time. She comes up with this stuff. I don't know where she comes up with it. Booby's an old baby, and I think because I was old when I had her. But yeah, it was funny, man. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. Like, where you get that from? To even say that. Hey, Sam, thank you. He says a member for 2 months. He said, hit the like button. Yeah, guys, come on. Now hit the damn like button and the subscribe. Because y'all taking me for granted. Go on, I watch the same videos y'all watch. It's a bunch of garbage out there. And I'm not putting anybody down. I'm just saying, you know, channels like mine are going to be missed, man. Yeah, exactly, China. Expat Service Center, Resource Center. But we'll come back to that. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, but let's get to the subject today. What should your first priority be when moving to the Philippines? I'm going to just lay it right out for you. Um, it should be to find a place to stay. It shouldn't be a woman. Because here's what we do when we prioritize the woman and put her at the top. We sabotage our trip or our retirement before it ever gets started. And you say, Kelvin, you're crazy. No, I'm not. Guys, listen to this, okay? I'm talking about expats because if you prioritize the woman, you're going to piss off and trick off 1 month rent and 1 month deposit just like that. Before you know, I mean, boom, it's gone. Take her to Bohol, take her to Boracay. You've already pissed off your 1 month rent, 1 month deposit. Get the damn place to stay first. Get you a base, somewhere you can shit, shower, shave. If something goes wrong, man, look, guess what? I got a place I can come, take a shower, put on clean clothes, get my thoughts together. It's one thing to be broke. It's another one to be broke and homeless over here. See, I got friends. I still got friends abroad and here that if I run out of money or something like that, let me be home in a comfortable setting where I can strategize. Okay, and guess what? You got to still bring the woman. Once you get the woman, you got to bring her somewhere, guys. Okay? You can't keep renting those hotels, man. You're going to burn through your money. Get the damn place first. That's your number one priority over here. And I guarantee you, man, everything else is going to branch out from there. The second priority is find where the nearest immigration office is. Okay, even though now, you know, you can do some extensions online, you can't get that ACR card online. You can't do the exit clearance online. There's a whole lot of stuff that you still have to do in person at the immigration office. Find out where the nearest immigration office is. And then the third thing, and this is in order, find out where you're going to be able to access your money. The ATM, the remittance places. Okay? Everything after that is subjective, whatever order you want to put it in. And guess what? You can do all this in one day. It's not like it's just going to take you months. Okay? But stop prioritizing these women. I'm sorry, guys. It's the truth. You can't do it. You're going to sabotage your trip before you even make it over here. Everywhere I look, it's all about the women. What about you? What happened to self-preservation, man? I've got to prioritize myself first. You know why? Because then I can't take care of Booby. I can't take care of Merlin. I can't do anything if I don't prioritize myself first. Remember, build your life. And then bring the woman in there. Bring her along with you. Stop prioritizing these women, man. You look on there, they thinking that you think I'm traveling 8,000 miles for a woman. Don't do it, guys. Mumble McDowell says learning how to access money is key. Systems have changed over the past 3 years. Yeah, you want to try to find, first of all, where can I go safely to access my money without being skimmed and all that? And where is it more affordable? Because everybody doesn't charge the same. That airport is chopping heads off now. When you come to the Philippines, I wouldn't get any more than $100 at that airport. That's enough to get you a taxi, get you something to eat, okay? But yeah, guys, that has to be the number one priority. Angelo Habib said, oh my God, I went into the immigration for the first time to extend 59 days. So confusing, no directions. Also, I was 100% against their dress code. Oops. Yeah, well, you can't wear shorts in there, right? But I'm gonna tell you how ingenious Filipinos are. Okay, when they first changed that law, it's subjective, really. Hey, booby, it just depends on what office you go to and when. Because when I'm in, I don't take any chances. When I'm going in Bacolod, where places where the people aren't so friendly, I make sure I got on long pants. But you'll see the guy sitting next to you with short pants. But this is, you can do that online now. But you're right. The first time I would go inside that. And it's really a simple process. Now, I don't know why it was so confusing for you. Because most places, they just give you a little card, a sheet of paper. You put there, why are you here? Is it business, leisure, family, or whatever? You check one of those boxes. Then you check, all right, booby. How long of a stay do you want? Right now, it's 1 or 2 months. 6 months only if you're going to be in the country 14 months or less. And I learned this at JRC Consultancy. But yeah, guys, you can't wear short pants in there. He said, what is an ACR card? It's an alien certification card. After you're in the Philippines for 59 consecutive days, like if Angelo, the next time he goes to file an extension, he's going to automatically, they're going to apply for the ACR card for him. And that's extra. That's 3,000 pesos more. And, it's good for if you want to open up a bank account. It's another form of ID. It's just something that the Philippines has done. Remember, man, genius did not escape the Philippines. It's here. When you talk about the immigration and immigration fees and the billions of dollars, that it billions of pesos, rather, that it brings in every year. And then you hear people talking about, oh, yeah, they're cracking down on immigration. They're going to change this. They're going to change that. Bullshit. Okay? These people are smart over here. They're not stupid. But let me get back to what I was talking about, how ingenious Filipinos are. When they first created that law where you had to wear long pants, they knew that a lot of foreigners hadn't received the memo. So when you get there, they wouldn't let you in. So there was a Filipino man out front renting a pair of long pants. Yeah. He made a killing because I had to do it. He said, remember that ATMs here have pretty long lines, can sometimes run out of money and break. Don't wait until you're completely out of money to withdraw more, or you'll be hurting for a few days. That's a great point. Do it early in the morning, okay? Don't do it around the 5th or the 20th or the last of the month, because this is when people get paid here. This is when people get paid here. So, remember I did the video about all you have to do to win here, really, is do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. Filipinos are on a schedule. They do the same things, guys, at the same time. I've watched this over 15 years. I observed it. Most of y'all don't care because you're not even paying attention. I pay attention to stuff like that. So I tell you, don't go to the grocery store during the weekend. It's going to be crowded. You're going to be standing in line because that's when everybody goes. Go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like that. Okay, when they're at work. It's just different times, man. Filipinos do the same thing at the same time. It never fails. And if you just find out what their routine is, you can eat. It's a cheat code. I never stand in line anymore. Okay. Hey, Root History says, my girlfriend says it's embarrassing how Filipinos take advantage of foreigners. Her friend has a Has a hidden boyfriend? Well, I'm gonna tell you something. You can see through the games that they try to play, okay? Because they're not really taking advantage of you. Here's the thing, guys. Don't lose everything over a couple of hundred pesos. Okay, if you know, hey, they charged my girlfriend 100 pesos, now they're trying to charge me two. Okay, don't worry about that. Remember, life is hard over here. I know it's a principle you're gonna say, but yeah, why would you want to go to jail or get stabbed or something like that over a couple of hundred pesos, man? Don't do it. Don't have a heart attack over that either. It's not worth it. Remember, I told you I was going to Thailand and I had to get the money. I was in Manila. So the tricycle driver, he's there asleep. He doesn't have any business at all. I actually woke him up from sleep. He was either drunk or asleep. I said, hey, man, take me around the corner. It was right around the corner. I said, I'll give you 100 pesos. Well, we get there, and now he wants 200. Because, I mean, just for one split second, man, I hit from 0 to 100. I'm ready to fight. I ball up the 100 and throw it on the ground. I said, here, take that. And I walked off into the M Lawyer. Well, I'm in there filling out and look, and here he comes. And I thought, oh my God, this guy's going to make a scene. I'm going to be deported. So I just gave him the $100. But here's what I said, because this is one of the most religious countries in the world. I said, here, man. I said, but God's going to get you. And all you just saw the look on his face. I mean, that was worth the extra $100. But it wasn't worth it. I said, here, man, take this 100 and go on somewhere, back to the Shabu house where you came from. They're not taking advantage of you. Okay. You can see through it. You can remember if there's a crime over here, you can watch it occur and take place. You see the timeline. You stop it anywhere you want to. Okay, yesterday, I'm going to show y'all something. We finally broke down, our family broke down and bought this. Thank you, Timothy Bright, for that super chat. He said, donation, thank you. Okay, and you say, well, what is that, Cal? It's a water heater for my shower. Okay, I'm gonna show you. It comes with, you say, well, why you get it now, Cal? Why now? And then it's because this particular one, I learned this from Rock Engineering. It has its own pump inside. So I don't have to buy a fancy pump and have it installed in my line and all that. That water heater has an automatic pump already. So I go get it. It's free installation. But they can't get to me until Monday. So then here comes two guys, two of the clerks. They say, yeah, but we know somebody who can, if you want that installed right away, they can install it. So I just asked a simple question. Well, how much do they charge? And here's what will drive you crazy. And I talked about this before. We'll talk about it again. He says, oh, whatever you want. I'm like, no. I said, they've obviously done it before. What did they charge? And he wouldn't give me that. So I walked away. I left Merlin there to talk to him. See, that's the kind of stuff you're going to run into. I already saw it coming. They probably charge about 1,000 pesos, 1,500, right? But they don't want to tell you. They want, because in your mind, they know that you're going to spend more because you're going to say, oh, hell, I give him 2,500. So then he's going to give them something. But they really aren't trying to take advantage of you, man. It's just, what's going on over here, man? I'm going to tell you something. It's tough, man. Cisco International said everything's expensive. La Mesa, my sister lives there. He said, what's the influence for the extra $100? Well, I don't know. What are you talking about? I don't understand. What do you mean? Yeah, Manila. Yeah, okay. Stephen Elliott Venture says, Calvin, the one thing I don't understand is the onward ticket you need one to enter. Why don't they just charge a fee and put the money in the Philippines economy if you enter on a one way? No, because guess what? They want to make sure that they can keep, you can't just come here and stay, okay, unless you get like a regular visa or something like that. You got to have an onward ticket. That's to keep an honest man honest. They can track you that way, okay? They're going to track you doing immigration anyway. But that onward ticket is to say, okay, you can't just come here and stay. You know, you can't do it. You have to show us that you're going on to somewhere else. And then, you know, because we got a tourist visa here where you can stay 36 months. But yeah, they're not going to do that. And then remember, this is what people consider a third world country. A lot of people, okay, especially during COVID when they were saying, okay, can you buy me a bike? Buy your bike? Okay, I will, booby. You and Sophia. During COVID, a lot of people were getting sick, checking into these hospitals, and then going back to their own countries without paying the bill, and put a lot of extra expenses on these countries who are already struggling. And that's the same thing that they're doing with this onward ticket, ladies and gentlemen. You can't come over here and get stuck over here. Now you can't get home. Now you got to go to the embassy. You know, it's going to take up resources that the Philippine government badly needs. So they're going to keep an honest man honest. You can't just buy a one-way ticket here unless you're a returning Filipino from abroad. I don't think it's a big deal. You certainly can't do that in America. You can't buy a one-way ticket to America from certain, you know, depends on what visa you got. Okay, you can't do it. Wait, I'm trying to get this out here. Hey, thanks, Root History, for the super chat. Said her friend has a foreigner taking care of her and her boyfriend. She said, we are a laughing stock in the U.S. because of what Filipinos do to foreigners. Well, we're not really. Okay. Remember, it's like a dual exploitation. Okay. They've got something we want and we've got something they want. But most people, they don't do that intentionally. And it's good for us that they don't. You know, most Filipinos, remember, this is a very religious country. They're very conservative. They're, you know, I did a video about how honest they are, man. I'm saying there's always the exception. Listen, me and Marilyn, we have the brownout. So we went to a YM Business Hotel and rented a room. So I come out to go to the market. I got on my shorts that I got on now. I got my debit card and my credit card, my license and my ACR card. They all came out. Now you gotta realize, man, my credit card got a $5,000 limit on it, man. And I have my debit card. You know, I may keep 1,000, 1,200 in the bank. Okay, he had my license, had everything. Guess what? I'm panicking because I'm at the store. I pull it out to pay and it's not there. Don't you know this guy was waiting for me when I went back to the hotel? He's waiting right there. A pedicab driver. The guy who, he's the lowest on the totem pole over here. It only cost 7 pesos for his ride. Okay, and there he did. He had 5,000. I mean, he could have went to Shopee, Lazada, all that, and ran it up. But he didn't do it. And thank goodness that most Filipinos are like that. Because remember, we're at a grave disadvantage because we can't understand their languages over here. They could take advantage of us a whole lot more than they do, but they don't do it. A lot of the people who get taken advantage of, they're fools, man. The red flags are there. They're just so whipped or whatever it is. They fall in love and everything like that, man. There's no way if you're coming from a Western country over there, that somebody over here can outwit you. I'm sorry, they can't outwit me. And it doesn't mean I'm smarter than them. Okay. It just means that where we live, man, things go like this. It's like this over here. Slow, man. Okay. They're not taking advantage of. We're taking advantage of ourselves. When he's giving that money to that woman, she's not scamming him. She might be lying. They might be begging for it, a panhandler, but I wouldn't consider it a scam, because when he comes over here, I'm pretty sure he's getting what he wants to get. So it's like, use me up, really. That's what some guys. Tom Cook says a one-way ticket stayed 2 years. Difficult to buy a ticket in pesos, but that was 83, 85. Yeah, you can't do that now. You can't get in the country with a one-way ticket. Okay, anybody out there who's confused about that, do not try to come to the Philippines with a one-way ticket. They're not going to let you through immigration. They're going to ask you for that onward ticket or that round trip ticket. Okay, just to clear that up. David Rowley says, "Hey Calvin, say my first priority when moving to the Philippines will be to set up my accommodation." Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, get used to the city I'm living in and what it offers. Women are the last on my list. They should be way down here because they're waiting for you. The circumstances warrant that they wait for you. We got it flipped upside down because of these damn dating sites. They're geniuses. They've got you thinking that you're the pursuer. No, you're being pursued. And I'll argue with anybody about that. The struggle is real over here. Okay? Listen, I wrote this down because I wasn't even going to talk about this today, but since, he brought it up. When you're dealing with women over here, you're one or the other of this. You're either living a lie, meaning you're in denial about the circumstances of your relationship, or you don't care. There's no in between there. You're either living a lie, okay? You're in a delusion about why she's with you and everything, the circumstances that brought y'all together, or you don't care. See, I'm over here now. I don't care. Okay, I did a vlog about that. My girlfriend wants me for my money and a better life. I don't care. Okay, because I'm living my best life. I'm okay with it. Okay, I'm no longer living a lie anymore. There's a lot of people over here living a lie. But these women are waiting for you. It's not the other way around. You're the damn prize. And I don't care what these other vloggers say, "Oh, I don't agree with him." Blah, blah, blah. Trust me, okay? If Marilyn can only fool herself, if she thinks if I left, she's going to replace me. Yeah, with another body. There ain't no more sunshine shoulders out there. I'm sorry. That's going to have the open mind. It's going to treat you good, take care of your kids, take care of your family, and do all that, okay? It may be another one. But guess what? If Marilyn walked away and left, guess what? It's 10,000 more Marilyns. I know for a fact it is. So I'm just being honest with you when it comes to women, man. Flip that thing back upside down where it belongs. Y'all got your priorities messed up. By the time you prioritize this woman, you're already going to be spent the first month's rent and the deposit. You're going to need a place to stay. You're going to need a place to bring the woman to. But don't listen to me. Keep doing it backwards like y'all doing it. And you're going to keep getting what you've always got. Angelo Habib says, my onward ticket was a cheap $60 ticket to Singapore. Same thing I did. I paid about 60 bucks, Angelo. You must have. I did man through Cebu Pacific, but they want to see that round trip ticket. They're not going to let you in. But yeah, we're prioritizing these women, man, and it's messing us up. That never should be your priority. Leave these women alone. There's going to come a time when, you know, when that's, relevant, when it's necessary. But you're coming 8,000 miles away, man. You better find you someplace to stay, and you better, I'm going to talk about something real important on my members only live stream tomorrow about how we as expats, we should live below our means for the first year, just to make sure we like it over here. Don't be like the guy the other day that I did the video. He's in the comments. He said, Cal, you're right. He said, because I got over there, I didn't like it. He said, so I left after 2 months, and guess what? I left a $600 deposit. Just gave it away. There's an industry, guys, off of that. People are getting rich just from you walking off without your deposit and leaving it behind. So I would say live below your means for the first year. Don't go right out and get the $600 and $800 per month apartment in the Philippines. Why would you do that? You don't even know if you're going to like this place. I would say don't pay any more. This is coming from me. I've been over here on and off for 15 years. I know what I'm talking about. No more than $300, man. You can find you a decent place here. Make sure the Philippines is a good fit for you. Don't go out and buy an expensive car, a big expensive motorcycle. Try the public transportation first. See if everything's a fit for you, man. We're jumping out of the gate real quick, spending up a whole lot of money in that first year. And it comes back to bite us. You should be trying to save money that first year. Live below your means, guys. Just because you got it doesn't mean you have to spend it. Enjoy some of the free money they're giving us. If you can't find a place in the Philippines, a decent place, for $300 a month or less, then you're looking in the wrong area. I can point you in the right direction for that. Over here, I keep telling you about these apartments here for $10,000. Altogether, all your living expenses is going to be about, with immigration, water, electricity, about $17,000. Okay, then another 20,000 or something for food or less. But we jump right out and move into Solanaire, Horizon 101. We're paying $800 a month. Not saving any money, by the way. Pissing all that money away. Not even knowing if you're going to even be here a whole year. Live below your means, guys. For that first year at least. Just slow down, relax. What are you in such a hurry for? That's the question I got to ask you. Is it retirement about relaxation, not having all these worries? Why would you come over and saddle yourself with an $800, $1,000 rent for it? Come on, guys. We're better than that. Hey, go be Franklin and say, hey, Cal, Gio has a link for the throwaway one-way ticket. It's $16. I got it for my upcoming trip in case customs asks. Yeah, they're going to ask. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. And I saw where he's doing a video, who's a hot commodity, right? Foreigners are Filipinos, right? Now, y'all know that I was just talking about that on my live stream. Who has the better dating pool? Us or them? But anyway, yeah, that's a great service that he's providing for his viewers and subscribers. Because I paid about $60 for mine, coming from Thailand. Hey, Freedom Choices. Hey, Cal, Darren from Davao. I recommend first priority is focus knowing yourself and explore the Philippines. It took me 5 years to decide the era I enjoy. Yeah, but you did have a place. You wasn't sleeping outside. You wasn't in a tent. Okay? The first priority for anybody over there is to get you a place. Don't play around with that. Staying in these Airbnbs and hotels are expensive. Get you a base where you can shit, shower, and shave. And you can take care of your business there. Everything else is going to spring from that. If I'm going to be hungry, if I'm going to be broke, best that I got me a place where I can sit back, strategize on my next move. If you broke and homeless, you can't think, man. You can't think. A warm bed at night, a cool bed over here for that matter, does wonders for us. Just knowing that I've got that privacy, I can shut the world out. Okay? Besides, it's self-preservation. And it's very inexpensive here, very affordable here in the Philippines to get you a place. Stop prioritizing these women, man. He says it's not the men, Calvin, it's the women, she says. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I say the men, I'm talking about us. But it's not happening that much. Remember, we get unlucky over here, root history. We don't get lucky. We get unlucky because the women over here are generally good. We stick our necks so far out that they could easily chop it off. They don't do it. It's not in them to do it. They do want a man, okay, because of their situation. I'm talking about the ones who date us, who come after us, who are comfortable dealing with foreign men, because not all Filipinos deal with us, okay? They're in a situation where they want a man to take care of them and raise them out of this. It's not even abject poverty. It's something worse than that, okay? Absolute poverty. In a lot of the situations where you're dealing with women over here, you don't know because you don't take your time to get to know them. You don't go back to the province and all that. You don't ask the right questions. But a lot of the women, they're putting on a front, man, okay, with you. They're dealing with absolute poverty, okay? So they need you. They don't want to mess that up if they find a good man. But yeah, you got some dummies over here like you do everywhere else that think they're smarter than everybody else, okay? And they think that they can, they see that where this guy done showed his hand, he done fell in love, and they're going to keep asking for money and just begging and everything like that. But for the most part, man, just like you, okay? You said you got a girlfriend. You said that's her friend. Is your girlfriend treating you like that? But you have to look at the ulterior motive, root history. It's what I was just talking about. You're either living a lie where you think, oh, this woman really loves me and everything, and you're in a delusion, or you don't care. But there's no in between. Love is such a broad term, man. You know, does she love you? Yeah, I love Curly. I love chocolate. I love my coffee in the morning. Love is a broad term. Does she love you? Yeah, she probably does. Like her grandfather or somebody, or like her brother or something like that. Women aren't from outer space, man. It's going to take a whole lot for a 20-year-old woman to literally fall in love with a 70-year-old man, guys. It's not happening for real. But we've reached a point, most of us, where we know the real deal. So we don't care. We know that the woman in the Philippines I'm talking about, I'm not talking about everywhere else. The woman's going to be there. Whatever it is, you know, whatever the circumstances, the ulterior motive, she's going to be here. And the ones who are smart enough to know that, they're not in a hurry. I just did a video on the expat. He saw the mistakes we're making. He says, oh, I see it. I see what's going on now. Let me take care of everything else first. And then worry about a damn woman. He says it'd be a good thing to learn the language. It could be, but it also could be a bad thing. It could get you killed over here. DIY shacks because what I don't know won't hurt me. If I can't understand them, it's not gonna hurt my feelings. I don't care what they say, what tone they say it. Okay. But when you start learning that language and get you killed, I've already told the story. I ain't gonna tell it again because it's not his fault. Okay. I never blame the victim. But him knowing the language cost him his life. He said it's not the customs, it's the airline. That too, but when I came through immigration from Thailand, they wanted to see my onward ticket. The lady asked me, "Don't get caught without it, guys." Okay, but yeah, you're right, Gurkanan. They're not gonna let you on the plane. When you're checking in, they're gonna ask for it. But in the Philippines, man, trust me, dot your I's and cross your T's. They don't play over here. They'll take something like that and send your ass all the way back home. But sometimes they're nice enough, they'll let you buy an onward ticket right there because sometimes people forget to fill out that e-travel form and they'll let you do it right then and there. You're supposed to do it 72 hours prior to your arrival, but they'll let you do it there. But don't be stupid like a lot of these guys and get here and after drinking or whatever it is, they're tired and they cuss out the people. And guess what? Next thing you know, okay, they've blacklisted you. Now he says my first priority was set up my primary care doctor. How you going to do that? You got to have some place to live, man. Everything else is going to branch from that. Okay? Well, you going to get off the plane and go looking for a doctor? You haven't taken a shower. You haven't gotten anything to eat. You haven't done nothing, but that's the first thing you're going to do is run around looking for a doctor. You know how long that's going to take you? Come on, guys. Don't fight this. I know what I'm talking about. You guys get on here with this foolishness. Yeah, that's a priority. It's more important than a woman, but it's not more important than you finding some place to live. That comes first. He said a primary care doctor. Give me a damn break, guys. Y'all fight anything. Timothy Bright said, thanks for the super chat. He said, take a break periodically and ask for a thumbs up. Hey, thanks for reminding me, because that's what the algorithm guy said. He said, you got to ask for it, Cal. So I am. I'm saying, hit the damn like button and subscribe, damn it. And that's what I told Merlin. I mean it, man, because y'all take my channel for granted. Okay? Don't think channels like mine come a dime a dozen over here, because they don't. I see the same bullshit y'all see over here. It's all about the women. Oh, what a Filipino wants. Oh, man. And all of that. Would you date her? Would you marry her? Come on, guys. So you seeing over here on the YouTube. Yeah, see, that's what you need a house for. Now you sit down, you can think, China Zola Vulcan. He said, where to get everything you need. So now here I'm in a comfortable place. I got air, Now I can think. Okay, here's what I need to do next. I find the ATMs, find the immigration. What am I gonna do for my food? Okay. A lot of us don't do better because we don't know any better. No one ever, we never even stop to think about this little bitty stuff that can add up in a hurry. A lot of y'all don't even buy canned goods when you're over here. You need to start buying canned goods. Stop buying all this perishable foods. Because one day it may come, like I said, the math ain't mathing. You're going to run short of money, but now you got those canned goods, the corned beef, all kinds of stuff that you can tune up. All right? Start buying the canned goods, man, and just let them stay there until you need them. Because they got a hell of a shelf life, at least a year. But we jump out the gate We're running, man. Buying these cars, buying motorcycles, doing all kinds of stupid shit, man. And we haven't even been here 30 days. You don't even know if you like the Philippines or not. This is what I'm going to talk about on my members only, man. You know, real life stuff that's really going to help you if you listen. At least I can say I told you. What time is it? Travis said, Cal, you're right, man. I'm back in the Matrix. My woman video chat me every day wearing them Daisy Dukes, crying, wondering when I'm coming back. Business first, not women. Yeah, they're going to be here. They're certainly going to be here. And there's nobody that can dispute that. You know, guys come over and the first thing they want to do is get married. And then go from there. Now you put her on your back, her kids on your back, her family on your back. You don't even know if you're gonna like it over here. You strapped all that responsibility and stress that comes with it, but you thinking, well, I thought I was supposed to be retired. What happened to my retirement? You thrown it out the window, you flushed it down the toilet in search of a damn woman. Guy just I tell you, man. A guy just came over here. He's 62. She's 19. It's none of my business. But I'm saying he's hustling backwards, guys. Okay, it's nothing wrong with, I don't get into the age gap thing. But he's hustling backwards. It's all about her. Dude, you're supposed to be retired. Make it about you. She ain't going to have a choice but to come along with you. But what else is she going to do? She don't work. She never had a job. She's 19. Why are you making it about her? All about her. She's going to be there, dude. Get your life together first. And what you need to do over here. Guys don't even know where the ATMs are. Hey, Cal, where can I go to the ATM? A guy messaged me the other day. But he's got some woman underneath him. Yeah, he said, you need to start a channel. I've been avoiding him because, you know, I don't want to get rid of him, but, you know, there's always one in the bunch. Okay, I don't know why he's still here. Did he leave? Why would you stay in the Philippines if you don't like it so much? Okay. But yeah, guys, get that place first. Okay. Don't mess around and don't get that place. Okay, the poor man. I'm sorry, poor man. Passport guy. Thank you for that super chat. He said coming soon and I don't care. Yeah, see, I'm on that side either. I'm on that side too. Because a whole lot better than what I was getting over there. But I'm not fooling myself either. Okay, I know why, you know, every woman I've had over here, I know why she was with me. It wasn't like over in America where me and my American wife, we started with nothing. Both of us had nothing. Okay, and it's the same way Filipinos feel about Filipino men, who they desire for real. Okay, but the circumstances warrant that they get with you. So they try to make it work. They're great actresses. You know, you guys are, you know, you're either in a delusion or you don't care. Which one are you? Because there is no in between. Okay, it's no longer a lie when I make you aware of it, when you become aware of the truth. It's no longer a lie. Okay? Yeah, you know, I really don't care. Hey, Sam, thanks for that super chat. He said, love is for Disney. Establish a nest birds follow. Thank you, man. Thank you. Okay, get your life together. Because, listen, that first relationship's not going to work any damn way. You're going to have to deal with 4 or 5 women anyway. Now you're starting over. Oh, wow, Booby got some stars today. High five. You're going to be starting over 4 or 5 times. Okay? So that takes a lot of money to do that. Because every single woman you're dealing with You got to buy everything. You got to pay everything. Remember that. She don't have any money. Remember, we're making the mistake. We're coming over here. We're retiring women. We're retiring them. I heard some guy that Mark, see, y'all think I'll be yapping on here. Go back and look at my video that I made long before Mark Thornton interviewed his brother-in-law, where I said, did I make a mistake by retiring my Filipino girlfriend? And now he's interviewing the ex-police guy, and he says, oh yeah, I told her to quit her job because I wanted a full-time girlfriend, not a part-time girlfriend. Dude, you made a big mistake. Okay. But y'all think I just be on here playing, talking and saying anything. I know what I'm talking about. And I'll be damned if he didn't come and say the same thing. We're retiring women over here. You know, we're not giving them an opportunity to work, establish any type of job history, or just to the point where if you got a woman and she's working all day, she's tired, when she comes home to that good aircon you providing, she's going to appreciate that. The hot meal on the stove you provide, that washing machine out there where she don't have to get on that 6-inch stool and wash her clothes. She's going to appreciate it. But if you come into the scene, the girl's never had a job, okay, or has quit her job because, you know, she wants a man to take care of her. She's never going to appreciate what you're doing for her. But you get a woman with a job that's working hard, okay? All right? And she's going to appreciate it. When I met Merlin, man, Merlin worked for 2 years. I wouldn't have, because I learned that lesson, guys. With my son's mother. She loved her job, even though they worked her like a Hebrew slave. You know, she was working, I'm talking literally 12 to 14 hours a day, every single day. She would get off one day every 15 days, but she would work it because she needed every peso she could get. Man, I retired her, man, and don't you know, I'm literally, if I'm on the computer, she's sitting right next to me, or she's looking over my shoulder, okay? Every minute of every hour of every day. Excuse me. So I said, I'm never going to make that mistake again. So when I met Marilyn, Marilyn had still had her job. And I never thought to make her quit. The only time when I asked Marilyn, said, hey, you need to cut back. Okay, when first of all, they wasn't paying her. But second of all, she had Booby. That's when Marilyn quit. But Marilyn doesn't sit around here and, you know, get on my nerves. And then I'm financially responsible for her. There's a big difference, guys, when you're married or you have children by somebody. But to retire these women over here, you're making a big mistake. It's a big, big mistake. She's getting ready. We were at the Valentine's Day dance the other day, dinner, and Rock Engineering told us, yeah, you need to take you need to go and get your certification to be a broker. I'll help you. And that's what she's going to do. You know, Marilyn wants to work. Hey, Go B. Franklin, thanks for that super chat. He said, good. He said, great messages. I had to listen to your Valentine message 3 times. Yes, it's real, man. It's real. Valentine's Day is every day for me here. And it's been that way. And my birthday's every day over here. It's just how it is. You know, the circumstances warrant that. Okay, because she could probably say the same thing. She could probably say, well, hell, my birthday's every day too. Because, you know, me and Marilyn, we got a grown-up relationship. I didn't give her flowers or candy for Valentine's Day because every day's Valentine's Day to us. We've already had this discussion. So her friends, they in a group chat, and they're sending the flowers and the chocolate that their boyfriends bought them. Guess what Marilyn sent in the group chat? Made me proud. She sent a picture of the house, the brand new motorcycle out there, and Booby. See? And it shut them down. Grumpy Dude Brand, he says, I love you, Brother Cal, but they can call me Mr. In Between. Your advice to others has been my secret weapon in the fields for more than a decade. Yeah, man, you know, I tell people all the time, I'm not an expert, that other people like you can vouch from what I'm saying, but they just don't have a YouTube channel, Grumpy Dude Brand, you know. But I don't care. I'm over here on this side. No, I'm over here. I don't care. I'm not in a delusion where I think, okay, the 22-year-old woman was really interested in me. I'm not in that delusion, okay? I already know. But you get to a point where you say, well, hell, it's so good. Use me up because I don't care. I'd rather have Marilyn, 40 years old, using me, okay, than to go back over there and have some 60-year-old woman really in love with me. All right? So it's the choice is yours. But when you're over here in the Philippines and you're dealing with women over here, it's one or the other. I'm sorry. I'll argue with anybody about that. Hey, thanks, Corey. He said flowers out for funerals. Yeah. But her daughter gave us some cookies and like a special type of bouquet was made out. It was nice. And then the Gentlemen's Club of St. Carlos City. Remember I told you that charitable organization? It's a men's group. I played tennis with like 4 or 5 of them. They had like their program at that same dinner. They had reserved a long table and they called me up. They recognized me and they gave me a bouquet with a little teddy bear, some chocolate and a rose in it. And I gave it to Marilyn. But Valentine's Day is every day for us. It's been that way for me for 15 years, really. It's so good that I really don't want to go home. You know, I'll be telling my kids, hey, why don't y'all come over here to see me? I don't want to miss out on one day of it. I was talking to my buddy Monroe Anderson and Cornelius Mack. I said, I'm going to have to go home and there's no choice, but I really don't want to because I don't want to miss that. I'm whipped in a good way. Maryland don't run my life with that, but it's so good. I want it every day. I want it 2 or 3 times a day. I love that treatment, man. You know, because pretty soon they're going to knock on that door. What do you want for lunch? What do you want for breakfast? What do you want for dinner? This is every day. It's not just on my birthday or Valentine's Day. I don't do anything over here but what I'm supposed to do. Pay the bills, and that's very small now since I went ahead and paid for the house, which is my #1 priority. I went broke building this house, but I didn't care because I know I got to have a place to stay. And dealing with a lot of these landlords over here, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to continue to do that. Timothy Price said to everyone, I bet Valentine's Day in the Matrix looked pretty bad for American women. I don't know. Paul Stanley said, where's Geechee? That's a good question. We chat every now and then on WhatsApp, but I haven't seen Geechee. He told me he goes to Zumba and everything, right? Hey, Mike Dawsonville, thanks for that super chat. He said, we appreciate you, brother. It's been over 3 years since I've been following you and you never disappoint. Man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, brother. I mean, I really do. I don't take that for granted. Hey, Sam W, thank you. Let me hit that. Okay. Wait. Hey, Sam W, thank you for your support, man. I mean that. I got to get these and then I'll get back to the regular ones. I'm sorry, guys. I need travel. Thanks for that super chat. He said, I appreciate your honesty. I've been to the Philippines once and I'd like to go back once I can land a remote gig. God bless. Hey, thank you, man. Yeah, that's what a lot of the young guys, that's how they're able to live over here. I've got a buddy named Kaz. We we send emails back and forth every single day. I mean, he's living his best life up in Manila. He's 43, but he's got a remote job. Got a 23-year-old stunner, you know, because other than that, you're going to have a hard time unless you really have the mint, unless you really got that, literally the bag over here. It's going to be hard to make it without that residual income coming in. It just gives you the peace of mind knowing that it's coming in, you know, because sometimes, you know, you might run low at the end of the month, but you know it's coming again. It's not like you run in at the end of the month and that's it. Because some guy reached out to me, his job is ending. He's working remotely. And he's looking for another job, you know. He said, man, I literally have 1 month rent left, you know, 1 more month, and then I don't know what I'm going to do. I said, well, why don't you come on my channel? Maybe somebody can help you. He didn't want to do it. He says he's not asking for help. I'm like, well, hell, sounds like it to me. But we're afraid to ask for help, man, because they know that we're going to rake them over the coals, guys. We have to change that narrative when people are afraid to ask for help. Timothy Bright says, it is the men who are single and struggling. What do you mean? Oh, over there in America, you're talking about? Yeah, but see, when you have somebody giving you the information, okay, to say, man, you know, you're a wanted commodity in the Philippines. I mean, how many videos I have to do about average men and below average men over here having the time of their lives before y'all get that memo? I mean, it's not like it's rocket science. The struggle is real over here. I mean, to the point where you couldn't even understand it. If you watch my video with Chris from hiding in the Philippines, he's a good guy. He said some profound stuff over there. He said, Calvin, I came over here. He said, and I saw how the struggle is for some people. He said, they're working today to eat today. I mean, it's literally day by day for some people over here. Okay, now you come over here all of a sudden. Now you over there. You shining over there. They can see 8,000 miles away. They can. The struggle gives them that ability. They can see your light shining from 8,000 miles away. They want that. They want that, man. They need it. Okay, don't feel bad because you didn't create the circumstances and you're not going to fix them. You're going to fix them for her. So there's no reason for you to come over here and say, and be, you know, desperate for a woman. Because, you know, they want what you got, okay? And they're willing to go to any length to get it. But when you prioritize them, because remember, if the whole world tells you how beautiful you are and how great you are, you're going to start believing it. And that's what's happened. All you got to do is look online, look on these dating sites, look on Facebook, look on YouTube. And a lot of women over here are getting the big head. Okay, all you got to do is tell them no, leave them alone. Okay, but that's not the case. We messed up their ego. Now they're thinking they're more than what they really are. Because if you're not over here rattling their cage, there's nothing happening over here. So you got to keep them humble, man. You can't come over here as thirsty as we are. Because if you do, there are women over here that are going to take advantage of that. Sam W. says, remind people to stop being so transparent if they do seek women. Be worth more alive than dead, as your friend told you. Yeah. But remember, when I'm talking to grown men, Sam, men don't listen to men. It would take a woman to come on here and say that for them to understand that and take heed to it. But for me saying it, I've been basically saying the same message over and over for 3 years, and people aren't listening. They'll come right over here and do the opposite thing. I mean, I'm happy for these guys over here, but they're going about it the wrong way. There's no way I'm going to make a woman my number one priority. It's just not, man. It's too much at stake over here for me. I'm 8,000 miles from home. I don't have a family. I don't have a community and everything to prop up against like they do. I've got to take care of me first. Everything I do, it has to benefit me. But because it's like setting yourself on fire and she's right next to you, well, hell, she's going to catch on fire too, guys. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not saying be cheap Charlie. I'm not saying mistreat anybody. I'm saying make yourself the number one priority. Because if you don't, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to be walking around with that big sign on your neck. When people go broke over here, it's the number one red flag that they were not practicing self-preservation. They were putting the needs of others above their own. So I'm going to get that house first. I'm going to get my place first. Okay? That's what I'm going to get first. I'm going to have a base. Okay? Because whenever you do meet, remember you can do all this in one day. It's not going to take you weeks to do it. Then go out and chase the women. You can do it all in one day. That's what I love about the Philippines. There's no other place, I don't believe, on the planet where you can get off the plane and within 24 hours be set up completely. You can do it. Even with the primary care doctor, you can do that. That's how simple it is over here. But when you come over here and the woman's waiting at the airport, you've already bought her ticket, her bus fare, her expenses, you've already damn near spent 1 month deposit, 1 month, first month's rent. Now you're operating in the red before you even get off the plane. Now, if you're on vacation, I get it. Everybody wants, a playmate. I don't know what he's talking about, what he's saying. Mr. Simpon says, but the Philippines is the only country in Asia. Some are damn. This guy needs to go back to, Mr. Simpon, that's a red flag that he's not a real person anyway. Everybody's a simp. Cisco says, Cal, my wife is eating up some leftover crab as you speak. I got Valentine's every day here in the U.S., but we're coming to the Philippines anyway. Yeah, when you with the women, he said, Cal, do you have another stream today? You have some people waiting there. No, they messed up here. See, StreamYard, I'm on StreamYard, but they'll advertise it on YouTube. So what I did was when I rescheduled my live stream from Thursday to Friday, they didn't get the memo in StreamYard. So when I tried to log on today, they said, no, you canceled that on YouTube. So you have to cancel it again and create a new live stream. So that's what I'm doing now. Now, the live stream, I may have to go on over there and fix that, because I do have a members only live stream that I had scheduled for today, but it's going to be on Saturday. It's going to be about why you should live below your means in the Philippines for the first year. And I would tell you that too. We jump out of the gate, man. We spend far too much money without even knowing whether or not we're going to like the place or whatever it is, or whether the Philippines is a good fit for us. I just don't think it's a smart thing to do. I said that first year should be focused on spending and getting rid of some of those bad habits and establishing some good habits. But we jump off the plane. I mean, I met a guy down at Horizon 101. He's paying 40,000 pesos a month for a condominium in the Philippines. I'm like, dude, I can't tell y'all what to do with your money. I'm just trying to say, how do you even know you're going to make it here? Now the people have a 40,000 peso deposit of yours. So if you decide that you're going to run out like the guy did, 30,000, right? He left 30,000 pesos on the 33,000, by the way, because the peso is 55.91. So he left 600 US dollars on the, just gave it away. Hey, Happy Man 6920, thanks for that super chat. He said, hey, Shan, totally sweet, adorable video earlier with Boobie speaking earlier. So happy that you didn't edit that out. Thank you. No, I don't edit my videos. The only time I edit a video is if I do like a review, like I did on at Roadster 95. When you see my videos, they're raw. I just shoot them and upload them. But yeah, Boobie's something, man. I mean, I don't know where she got that from. I mean, she's an old baby, and I think that has to do with the fact I was old when we had her, man. I was 57. Yeah, I turned 57 already. Yeah, I was 57. Jesse James said, you're speaking wisdom, Cal. Self-preservation first and foremost is crucial. How can we take care of anyone if we don't take care of ourselves? It doesn't make any sense to prioritize a woman because we've been so ignored over there. We're not even taking care of ourselves at home. So we're looking for this young lady to rescue us, to do for us what she can't even do for herself. She does not have any special powers for real, guys. If she did, she would use them on herself. She wouldn't use them on you. She'd use them to raise herself out of her situation. But it doesn't matter. You can't get through to grown men. You know, this guy, you know, I just feel so sorry for him, man, because I know it's not going to end good. Girl's 19, he's 62. It's not the age gap. It's his actions. You know, and he's taking the whole family out. You know, I was like, guys, you know, don't do that right away. If you're supposed to be retired, you know. Yeah, they jump out of the gate faster than the Kentucky Derby. They do, man. You know, they say, oh, look at this. I can give for 800. Hey, I was paying 3,000 in LA. But, you know, just because you got it, don't mean you have to spend it. That first month, that first year, rather, you're trying to get acclimated. You're trying to adapt to a whole other culture, guys. It's not as easy as what people make it seem on YouTube. It's going to be some tough times. If you spend all your money, it's like having an amateur weekend. Like when we went to Rio de Janeiro, I spent all my money in one day. And my crewmates had to carry me on their shoulders for the next 4 days. Well, we do the same thing over here. You know that guy, what they call him? The one that broke John, is that what they call him? Where the expat community came together and rescued him. He came over 37,000 or whatever, it's supposed to last him 3 years. Well, it would have, he would have gotten a whole lot further on with that money had he not put that woman first. And the family comes along with it. He's trying to open up businesses because it wasn't self-preservation. That's just how, I'm just giving you the truth. You can easily see when somebody's not practicing self-preservation. Mike Groove says, I have approached anxiety. Do we have to always make the first move to Philippines? Yeah. Oh, he says, I have approached anxiety. Well, actually, you do. But here's the good news, Mike Groove. 99% of the people that you see with Filipinos over here, they met them online. Okay? 99% of them. They met online. And the 1% that they didn't meet online, the woman probably had a dating site profile anyway. Okay? Because that's a red flag. If a Filipino's comfortable with you, sit down and talk with you, you know, she's been coached in that way. she's comfortable around foreigners. That means she's probably got a dating site. She's already made up in her mind she wants to date a foreigner. Okay. So don't worry about that. Just get online, know what you're doing, practice until you find a good one. Because they're on there. Don't let anybody tell you that there's no good women online, because they are. I say stay away from the online dating sites if you don't know what you're doing, because that's where the traps are. But the reality is that's where we meet our women over here. Don't let anybody tell you that they don't. Oh, I didn't meet my woman online. Yeah, but I guarantee you she's got a dating site profile. Otherwise, why would she? That's so shy and so bashful. You know, it would be crazy. Hey, Angelo Habib, thanks for that super chat. He said, if a woman makes about $35,000 per month, would you find a way to ask her to help pay for things, or would you just let it go? Well, I would let it go, you know, because you're going to be helping her. Now, that's her, you know, now that's going to save you money, Angelo. Now you don't have to give her any stipend. Remember what John did? He gave his woman $12,000 a month. Well, just let her keep her money. Now she ain't got to ask you for anything. You can do whatever you want to do with that money. I don't care. But no, I wouldn't ask her to pay for nothing. I mean, because now, okay, now if she starts paying for something, you got to replace that money, because a lot of that $35,000 is going to the province. Okay, but if she's got that, just go ahead and pay for everything. Let her keep it. I would. Now, if she's earning more than me, okay. Hey, what's up, Lonnie? He came to the meet and greet. He saw some stunners over here. Okay, he's back, huh? They said. Yeah. The more she can handle, the more you can save for emergencies. Yeah, but I wouldn't, I just let her keep that money. I've had numerous experiences being alone at a mall and staying observant. I have met several just watching how many times she walked by me while I was seated at a table bench. Yeah, you can meet them out there, but the fact that she's going to deal with a foreigner, Grumpy Dude Brian, that means she's probably got a profile online. Okay, because they know about us. They know a whole lot more about us than we know about them. Remember, they can see your light shining from 8,000 miles away. The circumstances over here warrant that. You know, when you're at the mall, you one reason I don't like meeting women at the mall, because you really don't know who you're meeting. The mall to them is like church to us, or like a concert. We put on our best clothes, we put our best foot forward. You don't really know who you're meeting there. But you're right about that. You can tell by how many times they walk past you. If you look at a woman over here, okay, you walk past a woman, y'all looking at each other, and you look back and she's looking, it's a clear sign. That's about as easy as as it gets to let you know she may be interested. He said, I'll be landing in St. Carlos City tomorrow at Mawani. It was a pain in the A to get permission to land a helicopter there. Oh, okay. Well, we'll see that. Okay, he's stupid. He's knocking up that chick with 2 kids. Yeah, thumbs up, guys. Hit the damn thumbs up. Hit the damn subscribe. Because y'all taking me for granted. There's no other channel over here like mine. Okay, I'm sorry, it's not. I watch the same garbage y'all watch. Most of it's about women. Y'all should be experts on Filipino women by now. I shouldn't have to make another video about Filipino women. All the information's out here that you ever gonna need about how to meet a woman, where to meet a woman, which woman, how old, how young, what she wants, what she don't like. It's ridiculous. But they just keep churning them out because y'all not listening. Okay? I'm just telling you the facts. They're not going to tell you really what to do. They're not going to say, look, man, when you get over here, put them women on hold. Put over here. Because there's 10,000 standing in line for you. Okay? And you think, oh, Cal, you crazy. They ain't 10,000. I'm telling you. I'm saying that to say that it's an endless, there's no need for you to worry about a woman over here. You're going to have it, okay? Look at me. I'm just an average guy. But I do have some conversation. I do have some persuasion. And I do have money coming in every month. That's all you need, okay? Yeah, if only we listen. You know, I'm just saying. All right? Yeah, he said, I hit the thumbs up 15 times. But I know you know the deal, Harold Teal. He said, Big Cal laying down some reality. That's all I know, man. I'm sorry, man. A lot of people, they don't want, they don't like the truth because they want the fantasy. But I just, yeah, you can change. I just refuse. See, if I wanted to get more views on my videos, all I would have to do is sell the fantasy and just sell the fantasy. That's all I would have to do. I'm not comfortable with that because I know so many people want the fantasy. When you tell them the truth, they'll tell you, oh, your videos are negative. What do you mean they're negative? I'm just giving you facts, man. It's not what you want to hear. It's like, oh, you rained on my parade. No, I'm not. I didn't rain on your parade. He said, yeah, Cal, I'm quite the expert. Yeah, we should be by now. Honestly, we should. All the information is out there. It's like, well, why don't they do a video about what we want? Okay? Y'all want to get your information about dating from a woman who's not telling you the truth. Okay? It's not in them to tell you the truth. They're going against our culture. They're selling a fantasy, guys. I'm just here to tell you the truth. I'm not knocking their challenge. Bravo for them that they can find a platform where they can earn money and everything like that. More money than they could ever, earn from a real job over here, okay? And it's providing some entertainment because I think that gets lost on a lot of us. YouTube is entertainment too. But it's like you jumping into the deep end of a swimming pool and you can't swim. You're not going to do it. So they're not going to tell you the truth for real. They're going to tell you what's going to happen on that first night when you meet them and why it happens. I'm only going to tell you that. But y'all don't want to hear that. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm telling you that it's all scripted. Okay? I've got friends who are watching this now. The woman came into my meet and greet. Here's her exact words. Which one of these foreigners in here is single? She came to the meet and greet and said that. Okay? And the rest is history. It's all scripted. Okay? I'm sorry, guys. It just is. Okay? It's not a coincidence when you meet her. It's not fate. It's not destiny. Those are words they like to use over it. It's not. They already know. Okay? They already know what to do, what to say, when to do it, how to do it. I was naive at first. It took me meeting my son's mother before I realized it. And then hindsight's always 20/20. I was able to look back and say, well, hell, every situation every woman I've dealt with, it's all went the same way. Because we had a hell of a first night. And I said, what's all that about? She said, well, my friend told me to do whatever it is you asked me to do. Because her friend had already dealt with foreigners before. This was her first time ever dealing with a foreigner. Matter of fact, I wasn't even communicating with my son's mother for 2 weeks. It's her friend sitting over here out of the camera doing all the typing for. My son's mother didn't know how to work a computer. So all the time I'm talking to her, thinking I'm talking to her, I'm talking to her friend. Her friend's replying to me. Even when we came to the airport, it was her and 2 friends. She said she was scared to death to get out of the taxi with me and go into the hotel, but she had already been coached up to that point. Otherwise, she would have came nowhere near a foreigner. She had never dealt with a foreigner before. He said, Cal, you're not the average guy. You're a superstar, Shaquille O'Neal. You're funny, too, because, Maryland's got friends who, I was so mad at this guy, and may he rest in peace. He's dead now. But the first time he met me, he told Maryland that I look like Shaquille O'Neal. I'm like, man, I ought to slap you. That's really not a compliment. There's no way I look like Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, that's not a compliment in any kind of way. He said, fantasies are fun, but when it's important, then the truth is essential. But I mean, you can still have your fantasy, but you can keep your money in your pocket. I mean, you can keep your heart where it belongs, right here, not in your damn nuts. Okay? Because you either live in a lie here, and you're in that delusion. Oh, this woman really loves me. This 19-year-old woman really loves my 62-year-old. I can hardly walk and get around and everything. My skin is bad, everything else. Okay. Or you can be in that same situation and say, well, I don't care. Oh, wow, look at this 19-year-old woman I got. I don't care. It's costing me less here than it is over there. Plus, look at this, the blue skies and the green water, the sun shining all the time. That's where I am. Hell, I know why Maryland's with me. Hell. But I don't care, guys. Thank you, Paul Stanley, because it's so much better than what I'm going to get at home. Thank you so much, Paul. And I want to show y'all something. This is another Paul from San Diego. He made this shirt for me, guys. He actually sent me 2. I just got them yesterday from the post office. I mean, good, tight collar. This is a real extra large in America. It feels good. I'm going to wear it today. Hey, Kaz, thanks for that super chat. He said Filipinos have Facebook groups for AFAM hunting, African American hunting, looking for foreigners on dating sites, etc., and share info with each other. They do the same when it comes to applying for a K-1 visa. See, thank you, man. And see, this is the guy I was telling you about who has the remote job. The guy asked, hey, I'm trying to get a remote job to come over there. He got a 23-year-old stunner, but he knows that what I'm telling you guys is the truth. These women know a whole lot more about us than we know of them. It's not a coincidence when you meet them. They've been coached up on what to do with us, man. Otherwise, man, they're so shy and so bashful, they're not going to come anywhere near you unless they're really the exception over here. But after some coaching and, they weighing it up like, okay, look, girl, all you got to do is this. They're crazy about Filipinos. If you do this, look what you're going to get over here. Look what I got. I got a new house, a new lot. I'm set for life. And I'm only 23. I never have to work again if I play my cards right. Okay? Who doesn't want that? Who won't buy into that? For one night, basically, 2 weeks of playing a role that they're comfortable stepping into. They don't have a problem stepping into that role. But that's what we're up against. But we come over here and we really think there's no way they can fall in love with you that quick, man. You don't even love them, really. You don't even love your damn self. But you talking love. She's talking love. And I've already warned you 1,000 times that it's going to be impossible for you to tell if a woman loves you, because they're going to do the same things to you and for you, whether she loves you or not. Where else are you going to get that information from? No other channel is going to tell you that fact. That is a fact. So you're not going to know. And then Marilyn gave you a clue. She said, yeah, you'll know if you got a real Filipina, because once she gets to where she's trying to go, if she stays with you, then she's legit. But how many people even get to that point? A lot of times they'll run off. We give them so much money, it scares them. They've never had this type of money before, and they jump off the train before it gets to the damn destination. Okay? Well, hell, ugly and stunner is it's subjective. Frank, he says only the stunners, you can throw the ugly ones back. But yeah, look at us, man. Look in the damn mirror. Can we look in the mirror sometime? Do you think these women are bragging on us about how we look? Or are they bragging on us about what we're doing for them and how well we're taking care of them? I think that's what they're doing. It ain't because of your looks, Frank, over here. That's not why these women are with us. I wouldn't care. I don't look like him, and I don't want to be Shaq. I want to be me, but that's just like saying all black people look alike. I don't look nothing like Shaq. And that was before I even had my it was even before I had my hair all the way off. I had a little buzz up here. And he said, yeah, I look like Shaq. You're a damn lie, man. Look like a damn Shaq. Yeah, see, let me go back to this, because he's on to something here. They'll do what we won't do, guys, with these support groups and stuff. These are support groups, is what he's talking about. He said, they do the same thing when it comes to applying for a K-1 visa or CRBA. They will create these groups and they will help each other. We won't do it. I do a video today about, hey, the expat community collectively, we spend millions of dollars over here and we have nothing to show for it collectively, right? Why don't we build come up with a expat resource center? Oh man, the pushback I got off that. It can't help it, blah, 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 blah. Instead of talking about what we can do, they're talking about what we can't do. Filipinos, they don't do that, man. I'm telling you, when my wife left me over here and my son, she went back to America with no job and no place to stay. And you tell me that's not a powerful support group over there. Now let you try that. Come on over here to the Philippines with no job, no money, and no place to stay. We're going to look at you like you crazy. Mike says, yeah, I like when they say I love you in 2 weeks. That's definitely a red flag. It is. I mean, it is what it is, guys. We have to take it for what it is. We have to quit lying to ourselves. Okay? It's like, it's a give and take type of thing. Whether it's a fair exchange or not, I stopped talking about that, because who cares? If you're happy and she's happy, then what two adults agree on is nobody's business. But don't fool yourself. Don't lie. Don't live this lie over here. Okay, don't do it. At least say, well, I don't care. I know what it is. I don't care. Yeah, they got a community, dude. Okay. He says, now see, this is true right here. safe shelter is first. That's the first priority. But we don't get it, big dog. Okay, now we're over here to retire. We're not on vacation because that's a different story. We're here to retire. We come over here. The woman meets us at the airport and we're off and running. By the time we get back to Cebu or Manila or Davao or wherever we do Dumaguete, we've already spent $2,000 or $3,000. The first month's rent, the first month's deposit. Okay, you're operating in the red. You don't want to do that over here. Because something else I tell you all the time, when you go broke, they cannot help you. No matter how much they want to help you, they can't do it. You see the guy from Alabama, okay? He comes over here. Well, even before he comes over here, he's sending all the money here for the woman to buy the land. And, she buys these big, gigantic lots. Just, mismanages the money. So when he gets here, the main house is not finished. But they don't have a choice. He has to live in the house. It's not finished. So he says, hey, let's sell this other lot over here, house, so we can finish the house. Guess what she says? No, I'm not selling nothing. Who's going to take care of me and my family, me and my kids when you die? Now, he's not married to her. The children aren't his. But he's already put her and her children and family before him. Excuse me. So what do you expect? Excuse me. The house still is not done. Okay? I'm sorry, guys. It's not being mean. It's being smart. You make all the smart moves over there, but then you come over here and become a damn dummy. And then get mad at me because I pointed out. I'm trying to help somebody else. Self-preservation. Don't care if you get mad at me or not. Get the place first. Okay? Get you a base. Set you up a base first. Baraka is not going anywhere. Bohol is not going anywhere. Palawan's not going anywhere. Get that established first. Then find out where the nearest immigration office is, because you don't want to just wake up one day, 2 days before your visa expires, and now you got to go 4 hours away to do your immigration. Or 2 hours. Or you don't know where it is, and you don't overstay your visa. You don't want to do that. That's very important. Unless you come over here with an SRRV, or you come over here with a 13A, or one of them other fancy visas. Find out where that is first. Because even though you can do extensions online now, my buddy Sam McCall did his. You still want to know where that office is, because you can't get your ACR card in the mail. They're not going to mail it to you. You got to go pick it up. The exit clearance. If you're here 6 months or longer, you can't leave the country without getting that exit clearance, where they run a background check and all that to make sure you don't owe any money, you don't have any warrants and all that. You have to go to the immigration to get that. And all the other important things you have to do. Know where that is. Big Dog, thanks for that super chat. He said, no job, no money, and no place to stay. Hey, I'm calling Reverend Brother Cal. Yeah. But if I don't have a job and no money, but I've got a place to stay, Big Dog, guess what? I'm going to make it happen, because I still got friends at home and I got friends over here. I can say, hey, man, why don't you, the math ain't mathing this month. Can you loan me $20 until the 1st? I can get me something to eat. At least, I can be presentable. I can shit, shower, shave, man, and sleep. I got a good night's rest. My man is working right. Okay, because if you're not sleeping, you're stressed out, you don't have anywhere to go, where I'm going to live, it's not going to come out right. That's why that place has to be first if you're here to retire. I don't care. you can always take the girl on vacation. And remember, you got to have a place to bring her anyway. What's up, KKMD Style? What's up? Let's see what Patrick B is saying. Angelo says, they told me at immigration I can only extend 6 months if I'm married here. That's the first I heard that. Is that true? What? No, it's true. I asked at JRC because a lot of people were asking me. She said you can still get the 6 month extension only if you're going to be here 14 months or less in the country. Now how they're, I don't know how you're supposed to prove that, but that's what the lady at JRC Consultancy told me, and they know their stuff. Because I said, what is it about the 6 months? Have they reactivated that yet? She said, no. I said, well, you have to be married. She said, yeah, but you can get it only if you're going to be in the country 14 months or less. That's straight from the horse's mouth. Victor Marshall says, you can have your own place, and she live at home. She had a home when you met her. What the heck is going on? Yeah, see? Well, of course, it's just like the guy, remember Mark Thornton interviewed the man. I'm not picking on them because we all do it. We retire these women. Hell, they're not even 25. We retire them. He said, I want a full-time girlfriend, not a part-time. Whatever that means. That's what he said. But I know what he's talking about because that's what we all want. We think we want that. We think we want this woman in our face 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That gets old real quick. Okay? It gets old really, really quick. And you will regret that decision. And I'm against retiring them anyway, guys. Look, the Bacala Will said it all. He said, look, guys, you worked for 40 years breaking your damn back to get this money and to be able to put yourself in this situation. And now you're going to retire a 20-something-year-old woman? You're slapping yourself in the face. He said, hey, Cos, that's a blessing in disguise. Never let a Filipino meet you at the airport. You never get rid of her. Well, I don't know about that, but yeah, you're going to have a damn getting rid of them because they want the commitment. It's not the same. They don't think the same way as we do, but for some reason we think they do. We think that all these are American women we're dealing with. It's not, guys. They come from a totally different culture and upbringing. She doesn't want to sleep with 3 or 4 or 5 guys like you. You don't have a problem with sleeping with 4 or 5 different women over here. And that's what it's going to take before you really find one, okay, that you can deal with and get along with. And that's to your satisfaction. But she's almost sure in her mind, based on everything, her situation, the fact that she don't want 4 or 5 men. Okay, you got a good pension and everything, because you've already told her. Don't lie. You already told her. There's Patrick Blackrock, P Money Patrick. What's up, man? Congratulations on your channel. He got monetized. He said, first time I came to the Philippines, the girl wouldn't let me out of her sight. I thought it was a blessing till I found out that she doesn't want to take a chance of losing me to another Filipina. Yeah, see? Didn't I just say that? She wants you. But we take that as a compliment, because we haven't had pussy since pussy had us. And you think that a woman strapping herself on your damn back like a backpack is a blessing. Till she gets heavy after a while. And you carry somebody that gets heavy, especially you're not married, you don't have children or anything by them. You're just supporting them. She's retired. She's kicked back. You're not doing anything really that she isn't prepared to do. They've already coached her. Look, he's dry as a bone. Suck his dick, when he gets up in the morning. Make his breakfast. Serve it to him in bed. Wash his clothes. Okay? No, they don't have 3-month extensions. It's 1 or 2 months now in the normal circumstances. Okay, unless you're married, or the lady said if you're here 14 months or less. How you prove that, I don't know. I didn't ask her. He said, I don't want anybody in my face 21/7. So annoying. Yeah, I mean, go play with your friends. It's okay. I trust you. But she don't trust you because she knows there's 9,999 other women out there. And that's the reputation we got over here. Y'all think y'all coming over here off the plane at some saints. They don't trust you, man. They don't trust you no far as they can see you. I throw you. You heard what Patrick P. Rock said. He's telling the truth. They only want to be around you because they don't trust you. They know your reputation of foreigners. We come over here and we deal with 4 or 5 or 6 women because of the circumstances that await us when we get here. It makes it easy for us to do. All you got to do is start making promises, which are going to come back to haunt you, by the way. Because they're gonna say, yeah, he said this and he said that. You told me this, you told me that. But that's all you gotta do. You can go, man. When I first came over here, and thankfully I've grown and I've matured, and I've grown into this situation over here. And I can see it for what it is now. But I was with a different woman every single day. I was like, wow, is it this easy? When I came over here, because I'm messed up. I'm coming out of a whole messed up marriage over there. I'm sexually frustrated. I'm just getting online, man. I'm shooting them down like what they say, like a fish in a barrel. And I'm not proud of that. I'm just telling you that a lot of men come over here and they figure that out and they go on a run like that. I mean, it's a run of all runs. I mean, it was just, and my son's mother would just sit back and watched it. I'm acting like I'm slick. She knew all the while what I was doing. But it's people that's doing that now. Some of them have YouTube channels. And y'all like seeing that kind of stuff. But it's just what it is, guys. We didn't create that. Okay? I'm just glad that I'm at an age now where I can see it for what it is. I didn't know what was over here. I made every mistake you could make over here. But I had no idea it was like that over here. Even though all the stories I heard of the Philippines was from bar girls and stuff. Not regular women. These are regular women. But yeah, I was with a different woman every day. Every single day. And man, I'm going to be honest with you. I was on the run, Elliot. I'm sorry. That's my friend from Texas. I'm just telling you how it is. I went from a dry spell I had a Hall of Fame career for about the first year I was here, I'd say, total. I had a damn Hall of Fame career. He said, sneak into the airport. But it don't matter whether it's at the airport or the hotel or the mall. Once she knows that y'all gonna be there, if you give her the green light, that's it. I don't blame her. He said, Ronan Trainee says, advice for retiring 55-year-old, never married, no kids, plenty of money, still open to building a family. Yeah, just come over here and set your life up first. Get you a place to stay, do some research before you come over. Make a couple of trips over here. You may like Makati better than Cebu, or you may like Davao. You see, Angelo Habib is there. You got Dumaguete, you got Angeles City, Subic Bay in the Clark area up there. You got Bacolod, General Santos, Iloilo, go around for a few places. I wouldn't rush. It's too much to see over here. But sometimes people come right in and find their sweet spot. But I would do that. I'd make a couple of trips over here. But remember, I bring as much money as I could afford, and I stay as long as I can my first time. There's only one first time in the Philippines. Your star doesn't shine any brighter than it does that first time. They actually love you when it's your first time. They really don't like guys like me who's been here a long time. I mean, Marilyn couldn't, after she found out, there wasn't nothing she could do. It was like, yeah, she's not going to throw me back. But she would have rather met a man who had never been here before, because they're the same way as us. We don't want a Filipina that's already been with a foreigner. I don't. And most men don't. And they feel the same way. But their situation is such that they can't be as choosy as us. Okay, they can't. But they're getting more choosy because the world is telling them how beautiful they are. And it's building up their ego, and they're learning more and more about us every day. It's going to change over here, but it's not going to be us. It's going to be the woman that's going to change it all, because she's going to figure out how desperate we are. We're really, really desperate, guys. That's why it's hard for me to flip the script. You guys fight me tooth and nail. Your self-esteem is so low. I mean, it's scraping the ground. So when somebody tells you the things I tell you, you don't believe it. And this is what they're discovering now. They're telling their friends. Okay, they're coaching each other. We're retiring women at 19 and 20. They want some of that. And they know they don't have to do a whole lot to get it. They're going to do exactly what they have to do anyway. Unless, do you think that 62-year-old man is really kicking up some dust over there? I don't think so. Hey, thanks, Ryan, the Eaton Warrior, for the super chat. All your support, brother. He says, I find to keep the women honest, knowing how easy it is for us to find a replacement, at least for me at 33 years old. Oh, okay, he says, I find how to keep the women honest is knowing how easy it is for us to find a replacement, at least for me at 33 years old. Sure, they can too, but it takes a toll on them. In the Philippines, it's easy to get that abundance mindset. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. But men come over here, Ryan, we're so thirsty. And, we use those magic words. She's the best thing that ever happened to me. And that just sets the ball rolling. You've lost already. You lost already. You haven't kept her honest. See? Remember when I told you when I got caught up in that little scandal I had? But he kept her honest. Okay, and that's what you have to do sometimes. Because women are just like men. What are you buying, honey?
Sophia's cotton.
Okay. They will take you for granted. You keep doing all this good stuff over and over and over, and you never complain, you never say no. And then next thing you know, it's like they're on automatic. And you got to snap them out of it. So you go get caught with somebody else. Do it on purpose. It'll wake them up. That's the wake-up call that they all need. Because we're coming over here, man. We really done screwed the game up. We messed it up. It's going to get to the point where they're going to figure it out. And they're going to say, I don't care. No matter how bad my situation is over here, I've got it better than him. Okay, I'm going to start running the show now. And a lot of it, that's what's happening with these big age gap relationships, which thankfully, that's not really what's going on over here. Wandering Doc said, Eddie, the girls will freely come to you if they actually like you. They will usually pay too. Yeah, there's always an exception to the rule. Okay. But see, that's the type of information I don't give. I mean, anything's possible. But I would never say that on my channel, because that's the exception. That just makes the rule right. Okay. Victor Marshall says, so grab a 30-year-old tenderoni with no kids, keep her at arm's length. What is she going to do? Grab another money falling off the tree in her front yard? What are you talking about? Why are you saying that? Hey, California World Traveler said, great advice, Cal. Keep up the good work. Are you still here in the Dumaguete area? I thought you were coming by, man. He's already finished with the guest house. KKMD staff says, I like your idea of creating an expect community resource center. Have you received ideas for how to make it happen? Not yet. I just really put it back out there. But when I first started my channel, that's always been my mission, really, is to create some type of resource like that. I've already created the support group. That's why we got, that's what these live streams are. But I want a brick and mortar building where people could actually, like right now after my live stream, if I'm not doing that, I think I'm gonna go down here and shoot a game of pool up. Just shoot the breeze with some guys. I know it's gonna be a few down there, right? Do that. I'll drink a cup of coffee, eat some donuts, I'll get some information. Hey, what's up, living abroad? He said, hey, Cal and crew. Guys like Alex will be there with his travel information. Hey, Alex, where can I rent me a nice condominium by IT Park? He'll tell you. He said, will you be in Cebu anytime soon? I don't know. I was talking to Marilyn today about going down there. Oh, hell. You know what that is, don't you? Our girl dog is in heat again. But if I am, man, I'll reach out to you. I just hate dealing with that ferry. It's not, it's only like 3 hours away, but you got that hour and a half ferry. And then you catch the bus another hour and a half. You've done it before. But that's the only thing that discourages me from going to Cebu. Because then when you come back, the ferries only run so often. Harold Till says some of the Philippines are desperate too and friendly enough to walk up to a foreign man. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess like I said, it's always the Philippines are friendly anyway. Okay, they're some of the most approachable people, period, the men and the women. But that friendliness, guys, it doesn't mean anything a lot of times. But they're just being friendly. And I think a lot of people, they get the wrong impression when they see these women smiling at them. They're so friendly, they're so approachable. That's just how they are. But to approach a foreign man for the sake of getting together and going on a date, they're few and far between, man. Okay? Because we've got a reputation over here as being nasty. We're going to make them bend over backwards, and they know that. So when you get a woman, man, off that dating site or whatever, she's for whatever. Okay? And I'm just letting you know that because the normal run-of-the-mill Filipinos do not deal with you. They want a Filipino man. They want everything that has to do with their culture. The women that deal with us, to a woman, there's no exception. They've given up. They saying, I don't have any dreams anymore. My life is not going anywhere. I've run out of options. Their patience has run out. Okay, I know the fastest way to get to where I'm going. And I'm willing to do anything to get there, guys. Don't fool yourself. Because most Filipinos are too shy or too bashful to ever approach you. Okay? The ones that deal with us, they know what's coming. They know what's coming. We're going to have them jumping through hoops, running around in circles. That's just how it is. And they know it, and they say, okay, we don't care. Okay, remember, Filipinos are smart. They're over here. They don't care. They're not over here in the delusion side. The men are in the delusion. The women are over here like, I don't care. Just give me that house and lot. Okay? Retire me at 25 so I never have to work again. Or 35 or whatever it is. Okay? They don't want to, they want the easiest off the way. This internet has put that in their mind. They've seen it. There's no going back to being their regular self. Very few women, after dealing with you, go back to a regular Filipino. They keep going because they want that same standard of living. They want that same lifestyle. What's up, Curtis? Living abroad is a good, solid dude. Yeah, he is. I'll never forget how he came out to support your walking achievement. Yeah. I mean, he's the type of guy, okay, when I met him, believe it or not, he only had like 3,500 subscribers. And we talked one time, and we were talking about niches and finding his niche. You know, because man is just being, giving the nitty gritty, being who I am, being raw. But I said, in order for you to you know, get any traction, you're going to have to find a niche. And he's done it. He does these street interviews, and they've shot up, man. He's got over 100 and, I mean, in a short time, this guy's got, I mean, he just went to a stratosphere. But yeah, he's a good guy. My favorite shirt, he gave it to me. Imagine, it was on my birthday. I had my meet and greet in Lapu-Lapu. He bought me a gift. It was a Reebok shirt. It's my favorite shirt. It's one stretchy kind. It's as comfortable as a shirt you're going to get. And he, you know, gave me a gift, man. I mean, just the thought, man, like that. Nathaniel Drug Free says, like how some of us got burned out with American women, mainly the system, Me Too movement. Yeah, some of us, you know, because, you know, there's a lot of men over there living their best life in these Western countries. They never want to move. They never want to leave. Angelo Habib said, yeah, they too shy to approach. They won't even look at me. That's right. And now, you know, like I said, there's always exception, man, but that would be the biggest red flag of ever. If a Filipino approaches you for the intent of getting with you and asking your number and all that, man, I don't care what she looked like. I'd have to back off of that. It's just so unlikely that that's ever going to happen to us. Now, you know, there's guys come over here on vacation. You know, there are these Justin Bieber types and Usher types, Chris Brown types. You know, they're young, they're attractive, you know, and, you know, that may be the case for them. But the average expat over here is 62 years old. He's out of shape. Okay, he's not going to win any beauty contest, no bodybuilding contest either. So if they come up to you like that, man, you better run. Yeah, Mike. See, Mike knows he's married to a Filipina, and he's been over here so many times. He's got experience, probably more than me. He says if Filipinos walk up to you, that's definitely a red flag. I mean, everybody knows that, man. I'd be scared to death of a Filipino. See, but I'm gonna tell you, see, I went to sleep with the dreamer because that's what happened. That's basically what happened, you know. And I know somebody somewhere is happy as hell right now because she probably did them the same way. You know, I really care for Marilyn. I wasn't going to give that up. But I was curious. But I'm saying that's basically what happened, you know. And I should have known something then. But, yeah, if that happens, guys, be careful. Oh, he says, no, I'm back in the States. Maybe we could hook up in the near future. Okay, the next time you come over here, he said, can you do a video on self-defense in the Philippines? Well, hell, I could do that right now in 2 minutes. We can't own a firearm. Now, we can own, which I've got now, and I've got Maryland. We've got some pepper spray, but we've got the real strong pepper spray. You can carry that. That's legal for you. And if it'll stop a bear, you know it's going to stop a human being. Excuse me. And most of the time, your self-defense, you're probably going to be fighting another expat. You know, you're not going to, Filipinos, they just don't bother you like that. And you get drunk and go out to one of these clubs or something like that, then it's something different. You're going to get jumped. That's for sure. But you cannot own a firearm or any type of weapon. It's against the law for you to do that. Now, can you get your girlfriend and all that? Yeah. I'd rather be deported than be departed. Okay? That's been my saying. So, you know, if Maryland wants to get her license and get a gun, and somebody, you know, came in here on us and the gun's right there, I'd rather be deported than departed, guys. Always remember that. But self-defense, really, nothing good happens after midnight, Rashad. Filipinos, they have a certain level of respect for you. They're not going to bother you. It's going to be some expat. Filipinos don't bother me, man. If I was a place where I thought somebody was going to bother me, I wouldn't be here. But get you some of that pepper spray and learn how to use it. Because y'all can run up on me if you want to. And you're going to get that in your eye, and then good luck after that. There's no telling what. I may pull out a billy bat and hit you upside the ear with it. Right here with it. And throw you off guard, then kick you in the nuts. That's my self-defense strategy. But I hope I never have to do it. But see, you know, you got tough guys over here. You know, they talk a lot of stuff. They don't know that they're putting their life in jeopardy over here in the Philippines. You're in the Philippines. You're not at home. You mess with the wrong person over here, they're going to kill you and probably get away with it. So your self-defense is to shut the fuck up and mind your own damn business. I'm going to leave with that, Rashad. That's your self-defense over here. Shut the fuck up and mind your own business. Thank y'all so much for your super chats, your super stickers, all your thumbs up, all your support for Sunshine Shows, all your memberships. Guys, tomorrow I want to apologize. I normally have my members only live streams on Wednesday. I wasn't able to do it this time, but certainly in the tomorrow morning, 9:30, we're going to talk about living below your means in the Philippines for that first year. It's hard to do, okay? But it's something that we need to try our damnedest to do. And you say, I'm on, yeah. That's the best defense you got, Elad. And you're not going to have any problems. Yeah. He said, you don't know who you're talking to, guys. One of these guys in my building works at the BOI and BGC. Yeah, you see, that's the thing about Filipinos. They're so humble. You don't know if the guy you're talking to or arguing with is the congressman or the mayor, because the mayor here walks around. He walks around. I wouldn't know him. Maryland showed him to me. I know him now. He's just like a regular guy. But they'll cut you in half, man, and never bat an eye, guys. This isn't America. Okay, they walk quiet and carry a big stick. Read the paper when you get over here. You'll see it. Such and such was in front of his house, and two people on a motorcycle came by and cut him in half. You know, they're using 45s over here. But yeah, just you know, stay out of people's business. He says, I take pepper spray and a buzzer when on all trips to the Philippines. Yeah, that's another thing that's legal here. That damn buzzer, which is like the electrical shock. See, I'm going to get one of them, but I'm going to learn how to use that like I learned how to use a pepper spray. Because I don't want to do it and then kill somebody. But, you know, that's stuff to think about. Just, you know, things like that, they're going to keep people off of you. Going to back them up enough for you to know what your next move is. But take care, everybody. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. I'll see y'all next time. And don't do nothing stupid.